So if you're a romance writer, have you ever gotten the feedback that says your romance feels either slow or too rushed? That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Courtney. I'm a developmental fiction editor of the romance and fantasy genres. Basically, if you're getting this sort of feedback, slow versus rushed or whatever, it's not your writing. It is your pacing. That might mean your emotional beats aren't landing at the right time. And pacing issues, specifically in a romance, can boil down to a few missing elements. Those missing elements are tension before connection. This means you don't have tension before these two characters connect. The second one is you don't have conflict after the confession. So once they've expressed love or, done the big deed, there's really no conflict coming after. This is kind of what we see a lot of in insta love romances where they confess and then everything's kind of smooth sailing afterwards. And the final one is having no reflection between the big moments. We love, as readers, we love to see characters reflect and think about like moments after the kiss or moments after they do the deed. And if we don't get that, it's really hard to see the intimacy between these two characters or the internal struggles these two characters are having in ending up together. So how do we fix these pacing issues? My biggest tip is map out your romantic beats. And my favorite resource is Gwen Hayes' Romancing the Beat. It's a short little 87-page book that is wildly helpful when you're outlining or when you're writing or when you're self-editing your romance book. Here are some questions to ask yourself when you are writing or drafting or self-editing or whatever stage you are in. What's drawing them together? What's the thing, the attraction, physical attraction, sure, but what's the deeper connection here? The next question to ask is what's keeping them apart? Where's the conflict? Where's it coming from? Is it all internal? Is it the external conflict? Is there both? Figure it out and really torment your characters. And the third question to ask yourself is what changes after every key moment? So what changes after the kiss, the first kiss? What changes after they're intimate for the first time? What happens after that third act conflict? As you're writing or whatever stage you're in, I want you to see if every scene pushes your main character couple together with new tension, because without it, the story's going to stall, which means your pacing is going to stall. And if you're adding tension, be sure you're adding intimacy too, because if there's no intimacy between these two characters, it's going to be really hard for readers to engage and believe in their romance arc. So when you think about romance, think about the push and pull between these two people and what is it going to take to get them to their happily ever after or happily for now. Because if you didn't know, every